All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 4 underway. We're here with another special guest. We'll get to him in a second. I'm John.
Alex.
I'm Nick Samsel.
All right.
I just totally stole your thunder, didn't I?
You're good.
You're good.
You're good. So we're gonna throw up our handles on the screen, and we need you guys to follow our Instagram and Twitter because I think we're gonna start making posts on there.
The podcast, that is.
Yeah.
So that's Running Roll Pod on Twitter and Running Roll Podcast on Insta. So get on there, hit that. That'll be where we're gonna kind of use to run everything off of. So
facts. Videos drop Sunday at midnight from now on. A little scheduling complication with last episode, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So Sunday night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's meet the gentleman to my left. All right, we have Nick Samsel. He's a GU, actually, Gannon University cross-country alum. He's a local entrepreneur. He's a filmmaker, amazing photographer, and he's the man behind the camera and the drone of 814 Aerial, which we will get into right now.
Yeah.
For the YouTube video, we're gonna throw a little collage of some of Nick's work. Amazing stuff. Like you're gonna watch it and you're like, this is Discovery Channel or something. But it's
that. I appreciate the compliment.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. It's great to connect with some current GUXC guys, and I love what you're doing, so I appreciate the time.
Absolutely. All right, let's just dive in. I mean,
Sweet.
we got a big agenda, so we definitely want to talk about 814 Aerial. Just tell us a little bit, like what is that for the people who know?
So 814 Aerial is essentially a full-service drone and traditional videography and photography service in Erie. I actually started it when I was a sophomore in college. It's something that kind of like transitioned from just messing around with like cheap drones from Amazon with my dad. And literally my dad's like a little kid, so like he buys all this stuff and like, I end up like getting sucked into, going out and messing around with, whatever he bought. And he just so happened to buy a drone, and one summer we went across the street and just flying and stuff, and it was like kind of fun, something we do to like hang out with each other, and ended up crashing the drone that he bought into a pond. And at the time I was working a lot at Wegmans, and I, during the summertime, and I was kind of saving up some money and stuff, so I'm like, don't worry about it, Dad, like I'll get us a better drone, because I was eyeballing like a real drone, like with a camera and stuff. I thought it was like cool. I was like, I think it'd be cool to just mess around with something like that. So I ended up buying one. First drone was like $300 with a camera, pretty good specs considering what I purchased it for, and just started filming, messing around with it, and posting stuff on my personal page. And then from my personal page, I was like getting some good feedback, and I was like, maybe I should start a separate account, because I'm sure there's some of my followers who don't really want to see or care about like the drone stuff. So like, where do I draw that line, right? So I ended up thinking of the name 814 Aerial. I was like, it's perfect for Instagram because it's Erie. I wanted to create a page that was kind of designed to promote Erie. There was at the time a lot of negativity around like the town, and like CBS released this documentary about like Erie being like doom and gloom. There's nothing here, everything's bad. And I was like kind of wanted to kind of combat that with a little more positive message, and in my own way, kind of showing a fresh perspective of things. So that's kind of how it all started.
Damn, I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
so
awesome.
My question is, what drove you to like go to bat for Erie, to be the one, like the face of Erie that's gonna fight all these?
I don't know if I consider myself a face or the face especially, but I don't know. I think it comes from family. Just I have so many family roots here, like, and I've always lived here. I've never lived anywhere else. I've traveled a lot of different places, and I've gotten to see a good bit of the country. But it's just like, you guys know, like, home is home at the end of the day, and you know, it's like kind of like going to bat for like a brother or sister. Like, you see, you know, it's something, you know, see your brother or sister struggling, you see your brother or sister getting, you know, picked on or whatever. It's just like, hey man, like, you know, enough is enough, and you know, I want to spread a message that kind of transcends and goes against some of the other negativity out there, and that was kind of like my message. I did it out of love for my own hometown. It's like, I feel like most people love their hometown and where they're from, so that's kind of like how it started.
But in the same respect, I feel like a lot of people hate on Erie. Like,
Totally.
Erie like,
Totally.
People that actually live in Erie, they hate on Erie.
Yeah. Now, if you're from here, and you get it, you know, you went to high school here and all that, and you're relatively close, so like it's a thing. Like, a lot of friends, I'm sure, like, you knew, like, wanted to get out of your area when it was time, you know, to graduate from high school and stuff. And honestly, I thought I was going to be in the same boat. I committed to Penn State like my senior year. Thought I was going to Maine, even though like doing like 2 years at Barron, 2 years at Maine campus, and I ended up, you know, fitting in the Gannon, right? You know,
that's cool.
And it ended up working out well, so I stayed. But yeah, it's weird. There's a lot of negativity like around the, you know, people, some of the people in the hometown, and you know, a lot of people want to go, and a lot of people have a lot to say, but you know, they find a lot of, even kids, I went to high school now, and obviously I'm 24, so like, I got kids that have moved out from college, they're done with college and all that stuff. They might have gotten a job in Pittsburgh or somewhere else in the country, but they're already starting to come back because you know, I think some of them are seeing the grass isn't always greener, you know, on the other side. So yeah, it's kind of where I'm at with that.
Even like A14 or Erie Apparel has those shirts that say it's okay to love Erie.
Yeah, it's totally true. Yeah, it's cool, and I actually work with them. They're one of my clients, and I do a decent amount of work for them, and they kind of, their message kind of fits with like my message, you know, and
that's
like
cool.
Fitting, you know, in with the positive Erie vibe. So I like working with them a lot.
Well, that's a good segue into the next question. So when did it like click that this hobby of yours could be turned into something you can make money off? It's your own business now. When did that like transition occur?
Honestly, like a lot of people ask me that question, and I usually like, I answer it with like, my initial intention, like I said, was strictly just, I'm gonna start an Instagram account. I'm gonna use it as like a portfolio thing. Like, maybe someday down the line it'll turn into something that I can monetize. But I think the initial idea was just to, you know, do it because I like doing it. I like going out and taking pictures, and you know, it was something photography I kind of got into in high school. Took a couple courses. I was never really, I would not consider myself good at all. Like, I didn't really get the whole point and shoot thing. Like, I just wasn't something I really enjoyed. But like, I think with the drone stuff, like, I found a niche, and I was early enough in it for Erie, because Erie usually is, the good news about Erie is it's usually behind by a lot in terms of years, and I'm sure you guys realize that, but like, it's one of those things where it was behind in years, and I saw what was going on in, you know, other cities, and I was really the only one that was going to have a drone related service, or even an Instagram page that's about Erie with drone related photography and videography that I could find. Like, I did my research, I was like, there's nothing out there. Like, I'm kind of like, if I did do this, like, I'd be the only one. So maybe, like, I put enough content out, somebody will reach out, and you know, after, you know, a few months of doing that, like, they started to, and you know, I had to make it legit and get all my certifications and all that in order, and it just kind of went from there. So
kind of two questions that go off that.
Mm-hmm.
First one, what was like your first deal? Like, you approached some business, you're like, hey, this is what I can do, it's pretty cool, or somebody found your Instagram, they're like, hey Nick, I really like what you're doing, come in and like shoot for us? Yeah, it was kind of a double-edged sword. So like, I think I got hit up. Actually, one of the first people that hit me up was a guy that I still do work with, and I still, you know, keep in good contact with. He's a good friend of mine, and he at the time was running a social media agency in town. So like, he worked with a bunch of different businesses, and he reached out to me. He's like, hey man, like, who's behind this A14 Aero? Because like, for about 3 years up until like a month ago, I didn't really put my face out there at all with it, because I wanted it to be strictly about like the content and the city, and that was it. Like, and I was cool with like being like Batman, Batcave, just posting from Instagram and, you know, doing all the editing behind the scenes. Like, I was cool with that. But he ended up reaching out and like, you know, getting me hooked up with like, I think it was this cupcake shop on like, I think it was West Erie Plaza. They had just redone the West Erie Plaza, and like, they wanted some drone shots for their website, and I'm just like, I'll do it for like $100 or whatever it was, and that's kind of how that
that started. But at the same time, you know, once I kind of figured that out, I was going out and I was like, all right, what niches can I get into? So like I started hitting up realtors, coming up with a list of like 30 or 40 or 50 realtors in Erie, put them in an Excel sheet and started firing off emails. I'm pretty sure I got blocked on half the servers, but I mean, it ended up getting me some connections, and I did a few freebie type shoots, and that's kind of what you have to do when you start like stuff like that. So like did some freebie stuff and did some like trades. Like I'm pretty sure I did one shoot for food, like, you know, like, hey, come in for the next like 2 or 3 months and we got you. Like, that's cool. Like, that was cool.
Tough.
Dude, honestly, like, I wasn't complaining. I mean, contrary to popular belief, I'm a thin dude, but I do like to eat. So I was not going to complain about that at all. So I did that and just kind of slowly built clientele and just connections, and kind of went from there. So.
Interesting. I like that. Let's see. Oh, this is actually a pretty good question. What's something you wish you knew before that you know now, like starting this business? What's one thing that
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, one thing. I want to say that it always is going to take more time than you think it is. Like, you know, you can have a goal, you can have a set like expectation. I mean, I think it was a little different with maybe like this thing, because it was like I didn't really have any intentions with it, like,
right.
you know, preconceived and all that. But like I don't know. I think if there's one thing, like, I tell myself, like, listen, just be patient with it, enjoy it, which I kind of did. But like, you know, there's certain things like, oh, I think this is gonna take off a little better, like a little faster than it is. But like, you gotta just, you know, use the cliche term, you just gotta kind of trust the process along the way, and you know, if you are consistent enough with it, you know, things will turn out. And I'll be honest, like, you know, you probably follow my Instagram. Like, I don't post a lot, and you know, I usually just try and post like a few times a month, and like that's it. But like, I mean, most of the time, like, if I'm not posting, like, I'm busy doing like client work and stuff like that. So like, it's just like give and take. Like, I'm trying to find more time to like actually put out more content now, just for the page itself. But like, trying to balance those two things. Yeah, if there's one thing I would have told myself, just like, you know, it's gonna take a few years. You're not gonna be the man like for a while. Like, you're not gonna figure things out right away. You're not gonna have all the answers. You're gonna mess up. You know,
Right.
I did mess up a couple times here and there, like with projects and stuff. But like, you learn, and that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
So.
I feel like we're feeling that.
Yeah, we're in that same boat now.
Yeah.
We're just kind of figuring everything out.
Totally.
I don't know. We thought editing and all that other stuff would have gone a lot quicker and a lot smoother. We're finding a lot of bumps in the process.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're nailing them
But,
down. We're really figuring everything out. But
You know, we're 4 episodes deep, so I mean,
You guys are killing it, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like most podcasts like end after episode 7, so we just gotta make it to 7, dude.
That's the lucky number, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like a lot of podcasts also have like a whole team behind them.
Yeah, it should. Like, there's like we're recording with my phone right now.
That's all you need. It's 2020, man.
Yeah.
That's all you need. You got a camera in your pocket.
That's for real.
I'm gonna segue off that. So it's 2020. You gotta have this little 2020 vision. Where do you see A14 Erie going in the future? Do you have any plans for it? Are you just gonna kind of ride it out and see where
You
it
know,
goes, or what?
I am kind of in that riding the wave type mindset, like just like seeing what happens. But I just want it to, you know, be kind of self-sustaining. I think the biggest goal that I have is to maybe create opportunities for other like kids, like college kids, even like high school kids. Like, I'd like to honestly team up with like my high school, like where I went to high school, and like see if I can help those kids in any way, because like they have photography classes and stuff, and like, but like I think it'd be cool to like maybe like mentor or like do something like help like other kids that are like looking to get into that kind of stuff. You know, I can't really attach a monetary like goal or anything to this, because it's like, it's just something that I like to do, and it's you know, brought me like gains like that, but like it wasn't, like I said, my initial intention. So I think, you know, if I see it going anywhere, I just want it to turn into like something where like I'm just continuing to spread a positive message, and I'm helping like maybe like bringing on like a couple interns, or like doing bigger projects and trying to like kind of expand outward. It's honestly like turned into, in a lot of cases with the business, like, you know, I've done the drone stuff, and then it turned into, okay, like, do you do handheld work? And I was like, okay, no, I don't. Like, should I learn that? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn that so I can combine both. And then it turns into, are are you good with websites? Are you good with social? Like, so I have done some work with that, and I continue to do some work with that. And I'm working with a company out of Pittsburgh right now, like an agency down there. So like I partnered up with them, so I'm doing some work with them, doing some stuff here. You know, just kind of spreading the wealth a little bit, like with just different projects and stuff. But like trying to like make sure I'm not like diverting too far away from the original core concept.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, the work he does is fucking great. It's
I
crazy.
appreciate it, man.
I mean, like, whenever, like, if you, like, check out his page, check out his page, because it makes Erie look amazing, like, and it truly is.
I appreciate it.
It's just awesome.
Thank you so
He
much.
mentioned the website. It definitely hit the website. Like you're scrolling through and you're like, this is some top-notch stuff.
It's the real deal.
I appreciate it, guys.
Well,
Thank you so much.
One thing I want to hit on, you talked about just like kind of learning a couple things here and there.
Mhm.
What, like, do you go to somebody and talk to them, or you're just like, you could just go on YouTube and you're like, how do I do this? Or you start Googling stuff? Like,
Most honestly, like YouTube is your best friend.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I mean, I definitely picked up some things from some friends that were in the creative like space along the way. But following other drone related accounts, following other general video related accounts, and you know, I find myself going to movies and like, or watching music videos and stuff, and like seeing like, how the heck do they do that? Like, how do they do, you know, how can I like mirror some of these effects and things like that? But YouTube, man, like in 2020, especially now, like you can get a full college education just by typing in stuff on, you know, YouTube. Like you can learn so much, and you know, it's easy. Like people break it down for you. You don't have to be a professional. Like, I mean, still don't consider myself a professional. Like you know, I've learned a couple things along the way. I have a style that I like to emulate in all my videos and the things that I do. I'm trying to learn more skills and become better at it. But it just, I mean, if I had one you know route, I would suggest anybody trying to learn anything, I would say YouTube is just, it's the way to go.
Cool.
So.
Cool. Well, your work is crazy. It's
Man,
awesome.
you guys making me blush over here. I appreciate it.
It's crazy. Like we were just looking at a clip on your Instagram, and I was just like, "Yo, Erie is low key really nice."
It is.
It's getting better too.
Yeah, it totally is. There's a lot of great stuff going on downtown, and a lot of projects. I mean, just the city is. I mean, it was at a low point for a while there, and it wasn't really moving, and now it's like you can kind of see the car going up the hill a little bit. You know?
Yeah. You want to move on?
let's move on.
All right. Let's see.
Let's go.
Do you want to do random stuff, or do you want to talk about girls?
Dude, I don't care, dude. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm down. Is this on the podcast? You're gonna chop that?
No, this is all.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
This is real. This is free flow.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Yeah,
No, literally, you can ask me anything you want.
All right,
Like,
listen.
post-grad life, we can talk about. I really don't care. I don't have an agenda, but
What do you want to
Shelton
do?
looks like
I
he's
really wanna
scheming
get
up.
into-
Okay. All right.
So before
Alright.
we started any podcast, before we had the mic, before we had any
Mhm.
idea, we were like, all right, we want to sit down. We're gonna create some questions.
Okay.
That we would just ask guests coming in. One of those questions was worst purchase. I want you to tell me your worst purchase, and then I have a follow-up question for what
Regarding your worst.
depending on what your answer is.
It sounds like you've already researched my worst
I
purchase.
already
Yeah.
have some research done, but I'd
Okay.
like to hear what you think it is.
Okay. All right. Now, there's a big difference between worst and dumbest.
The worst. Like
Worst.
you
Worst?
did it, and you were like, well, I spent money on that, and I'm pissed.
Okay. I know of one that a lot of people might think was a dumb purchase, but I'd say the dumbest purchase, man. I don't really usually buy dumb stuff. I bought one dumb thing,
Let's hear
What
it.
did
but
you?
like I wouldn't consider it my worst purchase though. Like there's times like, all right, so literally I'll tell you the backstory. So I'm graduating from Gannon in now it's like 2018. I was gonna say last year. I can't say that anymore. It's messed up.
2 years ago.
But anyways, I was graduating from Gannon, and at the time I was like, I'll be honest, like, it was paid off all my debt. Like I worked through college. Like I made sure like things were good, like financially throughout all college, and I got out of school, got a job right away, started making a little money, and dude, growing up, I always wanted a jet ski. And I always wanted a jet ski. And I was like, I don't know, like, I don't care if it's a piece of shit, like, I don't care if it blows a gas tank every time I go out and ride it, but
What is going on?
I don't know.
We hit
Can
the.
you touch that?
Just
I
touch
just want to make sure. Alright,
Alright, we're good,
sorry,
we're
my
good,
bad.
alright.
Sorry, cut you
Take,
off.
that's a cut, right? But no, I always wanted when I was like, man, it would be so much fun, like in the summertime and stuff. So I was talking to my dad. I was like, I know this is a really dumb purchase. I know it is. I totally get it. And he's like, yeah, your mom's gonna kill you, but like I support it. I had toys growing up. My dad's like, yeah, dude, I had 2 motorcycles. Your age, man, I had 2 motorcycles, a boat. Like I was working 80 hours a week at the factory, but like that was it. But I was like, all right, like I'm gonna go. So I ended up finding one for a good deal, and like Du Bois had to go out, Du Bois to drive to get it, and got it for a steal. I mean, this thing was in immaculate shape. They babied this thing. It was on a private lake for its whole life, like, and I ended up getting a good deal. I paid cash, and that was it. And I was like, when I saw the money go, I was like, yeah, this is pretty stupid. But dude, as soon as I get out on the water in that thing, like I used the crap out of it, man. I'd have no regrets whatsoever. I don't regret it at all, because it's like I knew, like I'm like it's a small hit to the wallet. I paid all my debts off. Like I'm good. Like I don't have like, if I had like $150,000 in student loans, I would have not recommended doing that. I wouldn't recommend anybody do that. But thankfully, like I had worked a lot through college, and I was like, you know what? Like this is my graduation present to myself. I already had a car. I was like, I don't need anything else. Like I just kind of want something to go rip on the lake. I live on a lake. I might as well enjoy the lake. So that's if I would say the worst / dumbest purchase I've probably made. Oh, hands down. But I don't regret it though.
I heard. So here's some.
Oh, dude, I want to hear what you heard.
Something-
According to our research.
Yeah, so
was
according
not
to
worst.
research and maybe a recent guest. So me and you are 6 God worshippers, I would say. I've heard.
Oh,
I heard
I
you-
know where this is going.
I heard you planned out a whole Canadian
Yes,
little rendezvous.
yes,
You're gonna go to a
yes.
baseball game. You're gonna go see Drake in concert.
Mhm.
I heard you had amazing seats, very close to the
Oh,
man
yeah.
himself, and
Yeah, he's actually right here on my shirt. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah.
a certain member of the Migos group decided
Yep.
to get arrested, I believe.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, that was, and I still tell people that story because like everybody's like, oh, have you been to Toronto? I'm like, I was this close to going once with a really good friend of mine, and I like always tell the story because it's funny, like in hindsight, right? It's like, yeah, like Offset decided to go fuck up, get arrested. I can swear on this, right? Oh, you already swear earlier, so I'm good. All right, yeah, so we're good on that. But yeah, dude, Offset got fucking arrested, and literally 2 weeks before the concert. So I text Phil, I'm like, yo, bro, you hear Offset got arrested? He's like, yeah, bro, hopefully, like, nothing happens, like, and sure enough, I get, like, a notification, or, like, I go and, like, research a concert, like, concert dates pushed back. Like, I mean, they pushed it back, like, a month and a half, like, from the date, and it was to the point where I couldn't go and Phil couldn't go. So it was like, man, that was money out the door that, you know, it's not coming back, you know, so that was unfortunate. I wouldn't say it was my worst purchase either, like, but I mean, it was only bad because it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So like worst purchases, like if I don't know, if I bought a Rolex or I bought something that like Gucci belt or like some dumb shit like that, like that would be a bad purchase for me in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
That'd be a bad purchase. But like going to see a concert with like a really good friend of mine and hopefully having a good time, just the stars just didn't align. It was not God's plan. We found that out right away. It was not God's plan to go to that concert. But you know what? Like I wanted to make sure at least we tried. You know, that's all you can say.
You gave it a
So
good shot.
yes, that's true.
You gave it a good shot.
This is true.
You're not about to flex. You're not gonna buy a Rollie or a Gucci.
Dude, none of that. No.
Really?
No,
You're not
sir.
petty? You're not
Gucci.
petty? I have Gucci glasses.
Dude, I do like the Gucci
Thank you,
glasses.
bro.
They look good on you. They
Thank
would
you.
not look good on
I
me. So
appreciate
I'll stick to my Ray-Bans or whatever. And,
Yeah, we'll bring that up.
Yeah.
We'll bring that up later.
Great.
But that was funny. All right. Do you want to talk about girls,
Sure.
or do you want to keep going with the random questions? It doesn't matter.
Talk about girls.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's talk about some girls.
Okay.
Are you taking? Are you talking? Are you what's good right now? Got any females in mind?
Oh, this answer, he's like, whoever's gonna listen to this is not gonna like this.
No,
answer.
no. Well,
Hey, no, I've already messed up on the podcast.
no.
My mic's ruined.
It's all good.
I'll be honest.
Did you actually though?
Like no.
Like some a
No.
girl like you were talking to like watched it and was just like, wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Second episode.
Are things like good now?
Oh yeah, no, we're straight.
Oh, okay,
We're
good,
straight.
good. All right, I just didn't want to see it like tank your hopes or something
We're
like
good.
that. Would have
We're
been
straight.
tragic, man.
We're
You
straight.
know, for everybody to see.
It was
but
for the people though.
that's good though. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yeah,
He acknowledged it before it
Yeah,
happened. He
man.
said, "This podcast is gonna ruin my life," and then he just started talking.
Dude, to answer your question, I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying probably for the last like 4 years of my life. Just kind of going with the flow.
I like
And
that.
honestly, like, I mean, I think I just like been in that like, just kind of see what's out there, kind
Just
of play the
floating.
I'm not gonna lie, like just you know, see like date around and like I've gone on dates with like decent amount of girls and just like kind of like tested the waters, but like, you know, just you know, it doesn't
I feel that.
stick.
He's looking
I
for
know.
a supermodel in Erie.
No, nope.
When's
no.
the last time you had a girlfriend?
Ooh, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Honestly, a legit girlfriend, dude, it's been, I mean, I would consider my last legit girlfriend probably senior year high school. Freshman year college, I wouldn't count. Senior year college also would not count.
Interesting.
But I would say, yeah, senior year high school, probably. Yeah.
I like that. Are you still cool with her to this day, or are you?
My high school girlfriend?
Yeah.
Family, cool with the family. I haven't talked to her in a long time.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
But she kind of hates
Yeah,
it.
because I have a name here.
What? Oh, really? Oh, you did do some recon. Let's talk about that.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
I'm an open book,
No,
man.
it's not the name you're thinking of. Because I saw you were all over her Instagram. You still are.
Yeah.
All over this girl.
Go back and delete some pictures.
You might have to delete some pictures. Not off your
Dude,
account.
I love that you guys did your due diligence. So this is great.
This
This is
two-
amazing.
2 guests in a row that are
No,
That's amazing.
fondly.
I have
impressed.
another
I love
name
this.
that I was told about, but I'm very like because he
He's
didn't.
scared.
He didn't tell me what it was about. So like
This
I
is
don't.
Phil. Phil's really doing me dirty. Phil, if you're watching this, man, we gotta have a conversation.
Actually, I'm just gonna leave it out.
No, it's okay,
I'm
please.
just gonna leave it out.
Talk
Next
about whatever
question.
you want.
Are you active in the DMs currently? In the Instagram DMs?
Like DMing girls?
Yeah. Or is that too like? Are you too old for that? And you're 24. Are you too old?
I
for
am
that?
getting up there.
You think? I don't
I'm
think you
getting
are.
old, man.
I don't think you are.
He is Gramps.
I am considered grabbing to you guys, especially at this point. But I don't think I've ever I'd like DM like maybe like comment on stories like DM, but like I've never like to maybe
Like
start a conversation.
complete shooter.
Right, but like straight up like, hey, I think you're cute, like all this stuff, like just she has no idea who I am, but I'm gonna slide in the DMs. Like I don't think I've ever done that. Maybe once, twice, maybe
Tally's just
over.
running
But
out.
this is you guys gotta understand. I've been on this earth 24 years. Like,
That's
it's been a long time.
And it's a
So,
different it's a different world. Like when you were my age,
True.
like Instagram wasn't really like a
Yeah.
I mean, it was a thing.
But
it wasn't-
DMs weren't a thing.
Yeah, DMs.
Yeah.
It's different.
No.
Like I'll be
mean,
honest, I've never like went into somebody's DMs and been like, "Hey, you're cute."
mm.
I just send the dancing lady emoji.
I mean, that's a move, though.
I
I'm
know,
so
it
I heard
works.
you. I heard you got quite the Mac, man. I've been told. Rumor has it, man.
Rumor
You
does
got
it.
a good Mac, man. So they, whatever works for
Yeah, dude. I go with the flow as well.
you. Dude,
I feel
that's
that.
all I got. I mean, at the end of the day,
I feel I have a lot of questions. Are you currently on Tinder, Bumble, anything of that sort?
yes.
Are you currently matching with people?
Do you swipe daily?
Not daily. I wouldn't consider daily.
I
I
haven't
would
swiped
consider it
daily.
swipe daily. No. I kind of just have the apps, and I don't think I've ever had them turned off. To be honest with you, ever at any point in time. But no, yeah. I mean, I
Do you
just kind
take those matches seriously, or are you just like whatever?
of rarely. You know, if like we have a good conversation, like I've gone on a couple dates like with girls and stuff, and it's like you can kind of tell like the vibe
Yeah.
and stuff. But like for the most part, it's just like kind of like seeing like what's out there, what's good. You know,
I feel
sometimes you.
What's good?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of like my approach with the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I feel like Shelton's got a really like burner of a question.
John,
John, come on, man.
John,
You
All
got-
these questions. Are you looking for a soulmate?
I'll be honest. Right now, like,
Yeah,
am I trying, like,
right
if,
now, right
like, I'm trying to get married, like,
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, my next question was, like, how are you having thoughts about marriage?
Dude, honestly, like, this is a great question because it A, scares me a lot, and B, like, you guys will find, especially, like, when you're out of college, even when you're, like, starting to, like, get closer to graduating, people are getting engaged. I don't know how many friends that I know, like, are getting engaged. One of my best friends, Bobby Danielson, who I'm not sure if you guys met or not, another GUXC alum.
Bob, that's Bob.
Bob.
You brought up the regionals, did you
Yeah.
not?
Yes, I did. Yep. Yeah, we almost hit a deer on our way down. That was fun. Literally missed it by. It hit my car. Like, we're driving on the interstate, and this deer literally, I heard a thump on the ass end of my car. So we got hit by a deer going down 79 on
And
the
you
way to
just
see
kept
you
driving?
guys. Yeah, totally. It
Respect.
was fine. But anyways, no. Bob got engaged. I think my junior year of college, and I remember getting a call from another one of my buddies on the team, like, "Yo, bro, like, did you see Bob got engaged?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm like, "There's no way." And I was like, I mean, I knew they were hot and heavy, but I was like, I never knew, you know, I didn't know they were gonna get married that quick. So I ended up being like super excited for him, obviously, and then he asked me to be in his wedding, and along with another buddy of mine, Grant Folgate, and it was awesome, dude. It was a cool feeling. Like, it was like the first good friend of mine that was married, but like, we were 22 at the time, right out of college. It was just like, wow, this is an eye opener. This is gonna start happening. Like, this is the beginning, like, of, I don't want to say the end, but like the beginning of, like, you know, right? Yeah, it's like the beginning of, you know, people getting married, I guess. I don't know, but it was pretty cool.
But speaking of hot and heavy, we had to talk to you about some stuff after the podcast. We're just talking the same thing.
Oh, okay,
Podcast.
perfect.
But,
I'm good for some off camera.
And I
questions.
have another question here.
John cooked all the questions up.
Dude, John, you're killing it, man, I have to say.
Do you have kids?
Do I have kids? Not that I know of. No, I don't think I do. I'm pretty almost 100% sure I don't.
All right, wait. I'm gonna.
I hope that's something you ask everybody, and it's just, you're not just.
No, that was the
just
first
picking on
question.
me.
Yeah, no, you were the first.
All right, just making sure.
Can you just take a look at that name? Does that mean anything to you? I don't want to say it on if it means something to you.
Dude, it doesn't mean no. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. No.
Is it a
absolutely
talking
not.
point?
Is it a talking point? Is it
talking?
because listen, I was given no context behind this name. They were just like, "Yo, I heard Samsel's gonna be on. I need you to ask him."
They heard a rumor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how personal you guys like to get on these, but like, I mean, I don't care if you ask anything.
I mean,
relative.
what are the odds she watches this podcast?
Probably 0% chance.
Let's tag
I
it.
would say 0.1.
Does she still go here? Or did she graduate already?
Fifth year maybe. Yeah.
Let's tag.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
That could be a slippery slope.
Yeah.
That
We're
could be
not-
yeah, we'll skip it. That's-
Shelton has no mercy.
Alright, I got one more question. Alright, actually, I have a question and then a follow-up question.
Okay.
But I don't think you're gonna know what this. You're gonna.
I'm gonna be blindsided. It's alright. I like being blindsided. It's all good.
Do you enjoy stealing souls?
Somebody tell you that?
No.
You have a name for that?
Do you know? Wait, what do you? When I ask that question.
Stealing souls?
Yes.
It doesn't sound positive. I'll tell you that.
No, it's a very positive thing.
Stealing souls.
Stealing souls.
This is a Canton
It's
slang.
an Ohio thing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm being
Can you-
educated today.
can you
Can you
educate
elaborate?
me?
All right. Can you give me a definition?
You're the
Am I allowed
you're
to
the
talk-
in-house.
Am I allowed to talk about this?
Sure.
It just sounds
no.
deep, man.
It's weird.
Okay, it's all
Wow.
good.
We're just gonna.
I'm gonna say no for now, just because I don't know the definition
But
of
then-
it. But
You can't ask it.
My
no.
follow-up question was, how many souls have you taken in the past week? Mine is one.
I mean, I haven't killed anybody.
No, you're not
so,
killing people. I haven't killed anybody.
I'm also at one.
One soul. I'm on a soul overload.
I think I know where you're going.
I've
with this.
taken too much soul this week. Yeah.
If you're going with
No,
what
we'll
I
talk
think
about
I'm
the-
going.
okay,
Okay, all right.
we're
I
gonna-
was gonna
no,
say. All right.
no.
I think I know where
All
you're
right.
getting towards.
One thing I want to talk about. You have an excess photo of cars on your Instagram.
You do.
I
You're a
love cars,
car
man.
I
I have
love
a huge car.
What is
man.
your dream car?
Oh boy.
Lamborghini Aventador.
Dude, honestly, like I'm a little more. I think I'm a little more low key with the car thing. Like I think pinnacle for me is a Maserati Gran
I was gonna
Turismo
say that. I was
MC
just about to say
Stradale.
that.
I think it's the sexiest car on the road, especially one that has 8 cylinders. Like
Yeah.
it sounds amazing.
It does.
I remember pushing carts like at Wegmans, like when I was like, I don't even know, in high school or whatever, and there was a guy that had a white on black one that came in, and I think he's like a doctor or whatever, because like my mom knew him, I don't know, because I went home and like told my parents, like, I saw the sickest car today, and it sounded amazing, and I was like, man, someday, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
if I have my affairs in order. But yeah, dude, I think it's a great vehicle, and it's not like it's like, I want to say it's a poor man's sports car, but like you can get one used for like, you know, I would never buy new because they depreciate so bad, but get one used for like 60, 70K. Shit, there's guys that are blowing 70, 80K on pickup trucks. Like,
Yeah.
go get a Maserati. Like,
Facts. That's what I would do. Big
Yeah.
car guy as well.
great. What do you like?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I want an all.
Yeah,
I
just
want a full
fleet.
driveway.
A fleet. That's
Full
what I like.
driveway.
I like that.
Lambo or Ferrari? You gotta get one.
I have a good friend that I do some work with that has a '09 Gallardo,
Yeah.
and
It's a
it is
Lamborghini.
fun. It is fun as hell to drive, and it is I feel like it's a better looking machine.
Yeah.
I think it pulls more. If you're like trying to like make people like rubberneck, like holy shit, like look at that car, like if that's like your part of your goal with it, and it's also just to have fun with it, like I feel like you can't go wrong with a Lambo.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
Ferraris are classy, like they're nice cars, they're well made, they have a great history, but like Lambo, I like the story behind
I'm
Lambo.
always
It's like
love
going
Lambo.
against the man, like
Yeah.
fuck Ferrari, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna build my own car. Like I like that. I like the story behind it, so
Me as
I would
well.
say Lambo to be honest.
I like that. Alright, let's get into our last
Alright,
segment
we've
here.
created our own little finale for our guests.
Okay, great.
We do a little dig into their social media, and we pull up some pictures, and we ask them what made them post this, why is this on the internet. Okay, so I want you guys at home to capture this as yes or no. I want you to comment below yes or no. We were talking about the Ray-Bans. Nick, what
We'll
is
throw
this?
the picture up.
Oh wow, this is going back.
Oh, wow.
Yes or no?
Did you buy them?
I didn't, obviously. I'm so glad I didn't. Oh my god, that's horrifying. 2014, March, dude, 6 years. Wow, this is awesome. Though that you pulled that up.
We got
That's
more.
so awesome.
We got
You
more.
got more? Oh,
Oh,
dude,
we got
let's
more.
do it. Let's
All
run
right.
through them, man.
So we'll
not,
post it up. You say yes or no.
not
in
a
the
proud,
comments.
not a proud moment, but it's all good.
Oh,
That-
we did. We got our new glasses. These are the ones.
Those were the
Okay.
ones I ended up with, and I had those until I was. Actually, I got them until last year.
Sweet.
My prescription didn't
Solid
change, so
there.
I just wore them. Yeah.
This is the last day of high school.
Yeah, I actually was. Yeah, that was my last day of high school. I don't know.
I sent this to John and
I
I said, "Is that Shaggy from Scooby Doo?"
Yeah, dude. I mean, hey, I had some good flow there. Yeah, man. You're bringing me back here, man. I have to say. I'm kind of like it's like nostalgia for a second here, but this is great.
Next.
All right, let's hit it up.
You look
Yes.
so tall in this picture.
Tall, and apparently I can walk on water. I don't know why the fuck I would ever do that. Oh my god, that's awesome. I was like experimenting with Photoshop. I thought I was pretty crafty with it. It looks like shit though, if I'm honest.
For the
But
people at home, this is a picture of Nick
standing
Photoshop
over.
in front of the Sheridan
Yep.
downtown. And
Oh,
he's-
it was meant to be in front of the tower.
He
Don't
is
get it
taller
twisted.
Bicentennial Tower,
Yep.
and he's standing.
And I
on the
am
lake.
taller than the tower.
Yeah, we'll throw it up
So,
on the screen so you guys can
Please
see it.
don't, but
We
yes.
will, we
I mean,
will 100%
alright,
will.
it's alright, that's fine.
Oh my
I think
god.
that's it.
That's
All right.
it.
You got your shouts. You can go off
Yeah,
about whatever
go
you
off.
want.
Just
Do your
go
little
random.
spiel.
Shout out?
Plug
whatever you want to say.
I can
Shout
plug
out
anybody.
Anything, anybody, any page, any brand, whatever you want.
Whatever you have going on in your life, plug it. We don't care.
Great. I'm just gonna plug you guys for bringing me on. So like, if you don't follow these guys already, please do yourselves a favor. I felt like this will be pretty entertaining. I feel like all the other episodes have been pretty entertaining. So it's better than daytime television, man. Just
Oh,
go on
yeah.
and just follow these guys. Also like to plug my mom. Thanks for bringing me into the world. Family, friends. Shout out UXC. Obviously, I'm an alumni now. It still sounds weird, but yeah, just shout out to you guys for having me on. I appreciate the time, and hopefully this turned out well for you guys.
Yeah, definitely did. This
We'll
was a
throw
fun
his
one.
socials all
Yeah.
over. You
Yeah.
guys go hit him. Go check out his work. It's honestly amazing. You'll
Appreciate it, guys. I do. Thank you.
It'll be great. It'll be great. I mean, I think that's really all we got for you guys. Stay tuned, because this will come up Monday,
Yeah.
whatever day that is, sometime in February like 3rd or something.
Yeah.
and we'll get another episode out. Episode 5 coming up. We got another guest. We got the double champ coming on. I'm pumped about it.
That girl just looked at us like,
Yeah,
what?
some girl just walked by.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
All right.
But yeah, we got the double champ, and that's pretty much
Conor
it.
McGregor? You got Conor McGregor
is
coming on?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Conor
eager.
McGregor
Of Gannon.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm eager to see this.
Yeah.
So
But,
just keep giving us feedback, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what's up. If you have any other guest suggestions, where you want us to go, what you want us to talk about, any crazy stuff you want me and John to do. Let us know.
that's it.
These guys
Yeah.
are funny, man.
That's it.
Yeah. Peace, guys. Thanks
Peace.
for watching.